Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review of Porsha's Family Matters Season 1, Episode 4. I know I said it was Episode 4 last week, but y'all look, the days running together. So y'all know what I mean. Hey, this is Episode 4 today. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you are back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to hit that like button, comment, subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of the content. And please don't hesitate to hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Child, about the foolishness. Now let's get into it if we're going to get into it. When the episode first opens up, Lauren is still yelling at them about this robe. I don't know if the robe has magical powers. I don't know if it's like the magic school bus or the magic carpet. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, honey, but they still fussing about this robe. Dennis is still asking for a waiter. Dennis. Baby, I holler so much at Dennis in this episode. Oh, child. This is some foolishness, child. Oh, this is a mess. So Porsha stands up and she apologizes and says she wants to know everyone's true intentions. Basically, Dennis, do you want to get back together or not? Honey, because I read between the lines. But Porsha, what are your true intentions? That's what we need to know. That's the real question. Let's get that out the way first. Once we figure out what your real intentions are, then we can figure out what everyone else's real intentions are. Moving forward. Whole time Porsha talking, Londi is whispering to Lauren. Honey, Londi cannot be bothered, honey. She gonna have her side conversations and talk her talk and speak her speech. She don't care who is speaking. She did this more than once. Baby, Londi cannot wait. So Porsha gets pissed and she has a seat because she's like, you're not listening to me. So then Lena, who is there to help them spiritually heal and whatnot, child, she tells them that the best form of communication is silence. So let's practice that. So she has this stick, right? So she's like, whoever has the stick may use their throat chakra to speak. Child, not the throat chakra. I'm too immature. Because let me tell y'all something. As soon as she would have said, you could use your throat chakra, I would have bust into laughter. Honey, I could not be trusted. Do y'all hear me? Oh, child, please don't send me to the healing of it all. Oh, this is a fool. Anywho, Liz said... Liz said in her confessional that Lena is lost in black folk land and she don't know what to do. Danger. Danger. Shout out to Mystical. Oh, this is a fool, child. Danger, Real Robinson. Danger. So anywho, Porsha's Aunt Darlene grabs the stick and she says that she's discovered in the last 3 months who she truly is. And she discovered that her feet are beautiful. Okay. Okay, wait, because that's really not the funny part. Listen to me. When she said her feet were beautiful and they panned to Dennis looking underneath them shades at that woman's feet, I almost threw my TV out the window before the holidays. Like, I lost my mind. I hollered so loud. What is this? Like, what is this? I just really want to know, what is this that we are watching? Dennis, why are you looking at them feet? This is a fool. Child, this is a mess. Why is he this way? Like, why? Why? Oh, child. Why would they subject themselves to this public humiliation? Child, the checks must be good. So, anywho, everyone looking crazy. Everybody's looking crazy. And she's like, look, I would look on the internet at feet and say, boy, I wish I had feet like that. You know, the toes were evenly spread, you know, so beautiful. Child, what in the foot fetish is happening here? Child, and Simon just looking, because child, y'all know that's all he do is look. So Dennis said, you know, I had to look down to see what was going on. Oh my gosh, child, we all had to just stop and think. Oh, child, this is just a fool. She said, you know, my family would say, I had Incredible Hulk feet, or you know, the Flintstones when they would pedal their cars with their feet. Okay, I'm trying not to laugh all up and through this review, because let me tell y'all something. This scene right here, I cackled so loud, so I'm really trying not to laugh so much in this, you know, review, because I don't want to cackle y'all ears off, honey, because I'll be just sitting up here laughing, can't even get my words out. Child, this is too much. She said the other reason is because she wants to be closer to her daughter, which is Storm. So after she was finished, Dennis got up and hugged her. I thought that was very sweet. That was nice because, baby, Aunt Diane is one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Do y'all hear me? She is a nut job. So then Mama Gina sitting down there next to Storm, and she was like, go hug your mom. Just go hug your mom. Storm was like, no, she'll come over here. Child, she probably embarrassed by Wilma Flintstone and whatnot. Child, she don't even want to get up and hug her own mama. What kind of person don't want to? It must be some deeply rooted issues between Storm and Aunt Diane that she don't even want to get up and hug her own mama. Girl. Porsha was like, Storm and Aunt Diane have had a lot of ups and downs. Girl, anywho. So Aunt Liz said, I'm going to make this quick because now Aunt Liz has the stick. I don't know why I'm here anymore. Here go Dennis. Dennis, shut up. That boy kept saying, like, now that's a word. Oh, child. Dennis, shut it. Dennis was like, me either, Aunt Liz, child. He trying to figure it out himself. She's like, I don't know these people. She pulled a Kiki Palm on him. I don't know this man. Sorry to this man. Honey, Aunt Liz said, look, y'all not about to play in my face. I don't know these people. You have orchestrated this cast, honey, and I'm not sure what my motivation is because y'all know Aunt Liz is an actress. So Aunt Liz is trying to figure out, what is my motivation? Why am I here? Like, I can't be just hanging out with her talking about her feet. Oh, no, ma'am. She said these people claim that they're in the family, but what is the family? Maybe I'm in another family. Here go Dennis. Oh, my gosh. Oh, child. Oh, this is a fool. Porsha picking up all these play cousins. Oh, my goodness. So Aunt Liz looks directly at Dom, and she's like, you're not in my family. Who are you? The only person in my family that I know is Londi, and I was trying to get to know you, Lauren. And what threw me off is I thought she knew Lauren when she came to the first Kumbaya moment. Honey, I'm so confused. She's like, there's a distance because I don't know them. So then Porsha tries to explain that Dom is L Squared's best friends. Y'all know Lauren and Lauren W. The two Laurens, and they got cool because he worked for her. So now they all close. But what do either of them have to do with you blending this family? This imaginary blending that you're doing, it ain't working. And Aunt Liz is getting antsy, honey. Aunt Liz said, oh, okay, well, I didn't know that. Moving forward, Aunt Liz said, there are different levels of knowing. I mean, I see you out, we're pleasant, but as far as me and Diane, like, we would never go and hang out. Aunt Liz is letting it be known, honey, that these ain't my people, okay? I know of them, but I don't know them. Y'all know what it's giving? It's giving Nene and Phaedra season 3 when Nene said she didn't know Phaedra from Athens. Y'all remember that? And Phaedra was like, you do know me. And Nene said, I don't know you, though, Phaedra. I don't know you. And Phaedra was like, no, you went to school with my oldest brother. But I don't know you, Phaedra. Child, that was a fool. That's exactly what this is giving, honey. Real Housewives reincarnated. Moving forward. So then the food comes out, and I was thinking to myself, I know y'all not about to just sit here and start eating like y'all didn't just get through arguing. This woman didn't just get through talking about her feet, and Aunt Liz just got through saying she was abducted. I know we not about to eat. Child, I love it. This is a fool. In the next part of the scene, Mama Gina is back with yet another confessional, same headdress, same boobage, and she said that she's allergic to shellfish. She's like, I got to get out of here because, the strong smell of the shellfish is overtaking me, so I had to leave the room, and I know they probably thought that I got up because I didn't want to be around them anymore. I would think the same thing. Honey, I know I would have gotten up because I didn't want to be around them no more, but honey, that's just me. Moving forward. So Storm gets the stick to say her intentions. Child, this is where it's going to become a mess. And y'all know what I was thinking as well? You really got to be careful what you name your children because her name is Storm. And she gives that energy like she has a bad attitude. Nobody likes a storm, honey. We prepare for it. Go get non-perishable food items, flashlights, and all kinds of different stuff. And I just feel like her name is her personality. So, child, you got to be careful. Gots to be more careful. Moving forward. Storm says that she thinks that there are some people that probably have a problem with her. And so Dennis chimes in. He's like, you should tell your mother you love her. Dennis, just wait, honey. Just wait. So Lauren said, Dennis, you can't talk. Storm is like, I got the stick. Oh, child, let's just move on. Please, let's just move on. The energy between these two, okay, something ain't right. I'm just saying, honey. I'm starting to see some resentment from Storm. Now, I don't know if it was from her being fired by Dennis or exactly what it is, because y'all do remember that Dennis is a tough boss. Y'all remember when Porsha showed up at work when she first started dating him, showed up to work a half a day at the hot dog factory, and baby, he was not playing. You have to have them hot dogs a certain way. Honey, don't put the onions on before the relish, and child, don't put the relish over here because that goes there. He was not playing. So I could see him being a tough boss, but this little tension between Storm and Dennis, it's a little something different, honey. I'm watching y'all. Thank y'all fooling me. Moving forward. Dennis, let her speak, please. Child. So then Dennis grabs the stick. He says, this family is broken. It all stems from Porsha. She's the head of the family. Child, y'all letting Porsha lead y'all? Oh, no, ma'am. But listen, y'all. But why Dennis got this stick to his mouth like it's a mic? Throw the whole show away. Throw the whole show away. Oh, I ain't never laughed so hard. I had belly laughs at this scene. This whole sit down dinner. Oh, child. Dennis, you are a star. Do you hear me? He says, I'm there to get to know Simon and start the process of co-parenting. If I hear co-parenting one more damn time, you and Porsha both getting to know Simon if we want to be real. Talk about you getting to know Simon for the co-parenting. She getting to know Simon for the co-parenting. But let me tell y'all something. I had an aha moment in the middle of this episode, and we're going to get into that in just a few minutes. Moving forward. He said, I'm just here to support because I want Porsha to be happy. He said, you hear me, Storm? Dennis, please don't speak directly to Storm. Storm, he's speaking directly to you, honey. We need to, he was like, we need to be honest and take some accountability. She said, accountability starts with yourself. He's like, when I got the stick, you shouldn't be talking. It's my turn. I'm trying to talk about the problem. Dennis. Oh, God. She said, you're the grown up. You're the older one. You should learn to be quiet. Girl, you are not 12. You are both adults. You should behave as such. So Storm starts flying off the handle, asking, what's the issue with you? What is your issue with me? He's like, you're fake. She said, I don't give a... Child, she hollering. So Dennis was like, Storm is a disaster. When she was 18 or 19, she worked for him. She was always fired for talking crazy. And I can believe that because she talk crazy now. She doesn't even like to show her own parent any affection. She just seemed like she got a nasty attitude. Okay, that's just the bottom line. She just has a nasty attitude. Now, mind you, Storm cussed at Dennis first. She was like, I don't give a... Okay. So Dennis is like, I'm out. Storm said, bye. He said, shut the F up. No, he doesn't have a right to talk to her like that. She is a female at the end of the day. But she does need to shut the F up. Okay, you've been hollering throughout the entire time that you've been sitting here, and you just expect him to sit here and take it. So Lauren is like, don't talk to her like that. Lauren was like, he wouldn't want anyone talking to Pilar that way. Pilar is too. So, therefore, and thus and such, they are not the same. I understand what you're saying, though. When Pilar gets older, she is not going to want a man to speak to her the way that Dennis spoke to Storm. But Lauren, at the same time, honey, you told Dennis not to chime in when Storm was speaking, so you should have told Storm to reciprocate that courtesy. Don't speak when he's speaking. Everybody just shut up and get rid of this stick. Honey, y'all getting on my nerves, child. This is just a fool. So he's like, I'm going home. Porsha is like, oh, this is his grand exit. Let him go. This is his grand exit. Child, I know she losing it inside because y'all know she does not want Dennis to leave. Do y'all hear me? So Mama Gina tries to come back in. He's like, no. She's like, I just want to make a point. He said, I don't got sick of him. I'm sick of this. No. I'm like, oh, honey. Oh, he got an attitude. Here go Porsha. She didn't want to make a point when she was at the table. Girl, hush. Because if she had said anything, all y'all, especially your little mini-me, Storm, y'all would have jumped down her throat. So please hush. So Dennis is yelling at Mama Gina, honey, because he don't want her to have nothing else to say to them. I have never just seen Dennis get mad. I mean, him and Storm must have some real animosity towards each other because, child, this is just a mess. Moving forward. Lauren is pissed because she feels like Dennis should have handled himself better. Porsha looking all down. Simon rubbing her back. Simon is like, it's okay. The burden isn't on you. Simon, she ain't worried about no burden. She is upset because Dennis left the table. She could care less about what y'all talking about. Her man is gone. Oh, Simon, keep up. Moving forward. So Lauren goes out to talk to him, and his mom is like, look, you should have told her to wait her turn. She's like, well, somebody has to be the bigger person. Okay, Lauren. Liz said, I don't think Storm has a healthy respect for her elders, honey, or anybody else for that matter. She said, I think she thinks Porsha is her elder. She has a healthy respect for Porsha. Storm needs to grow up because she's thinking that she's 15 years old, talking about he's the older person. He needs to be quiet. Girl, no. If you got mouth like a grown woman, he's going to treat you as such. Sure. Moving forward. Porsha goes out to get Storm, and she starts talking. Child, ain't no telling what Porsha's saying, honey, because I tuned out. Child, I don't even know what she was talking about. All I know is Aunt Liz is right. Storm don't have no respect for nobody but Porsha. Moving forward. In the confessional, Porsha said, why is Dennis trying to get all this attention on this trip? Like he's starting drama when we should be co-parenting for our daughter. Porsha, be quiet. You better be glad Dennis is even on this show. He's the reason why the viewing public is watching. And you started all of this, bringing up that robe. It's him and his mom against you and your entire family. Girl, what do you think he's just going to sit there and continue the abuse? Girl, anywho. In the next scene, when they get back to the room, Lauren W. is packing to switch rooms with Dennis. So Lundy is like, Dennis is taking this room. Here go Lauren. Why? We gave him his own room. I mean, he has his own door. Lauren, stop trying to hold that man captive, honey. I think everyone needs to go to their mutual corners, honey. Y'all do not need to be up under each other, especially tonight. This is the way the room should have been the entire time anyway. So then Lauren was like, I don't see how he thinks he can just change the room assignments when I made them. He's grown, okay? You are not his parent. Unless you paid for all the rooms, which I highly doubt, he is allowed to make whatever adjustments he deems necessary, Lauren. Okay, the little controlling part starting to rub off on you. I know you don't want Porsha to get mad because you accidentally let Dennis loose, but he wants his own room, and his own room he shall get. So Lundy said, well, tonight was a show, okay? Lauren said, yes, because of Dennis. Girl, that was not because of Dennis. That was because of Porsha and her mini-me. So Lundy said, well, no, it wasn't because of him, though. Child, Lundy, the only one with some sense, honey. Her and Aunt Liz. I see why they the closest. Lauren said, he came at Storm. Lundy said, Storm was being a witch. She said, but no grown man should be telling a woman to shut the F up. Now, I agree with you, Lauren. No grown man should be telling a woman to shut the F up. She said, I agree, but I feel like I should have told Storm to shut the F up. Oh, Lundy is not seeing it for Storm. Baby, this is good to me. Lundy said, I remember Storm in her middle school days, and, we always bumped heads. I think in middle school, maybe Storm thought she was better and cuter than Lundy. That's what I can see. So she just never really said anything to her. She said, she's nice and all, but she doesn't speak. Her whole attitude just annoys me. Lundy understood. Moving forward. Here come Dennis, ready for his room. He's like, you can't control your own session, bro. She's like, I can't control my own session? No, I can't control my brother-in-law. Child, not you revealing to us that they still together. Girl, goodbye. I said, oh, honey, not your brother-in-law. Was that a fraudulent slip? And y'all ain't fooling me. So then Lundy said, oh, not your brother-in-law. Honey, I know that's right, Lundy. We all caught that. See, Lauren know they gonna end up together. That's exactly what's going on if they ain't already together, because I'm not buying none of this. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I don't think this relationship is a real relationship in 2.2 minutes. Here we go. But listen, y'all, I did do a little investigative work, and Dennis and Porsha are not following each other on IG. So I guess it's, whatever happened during the filming of this show. Now the two of them are on the outs. I don't know what's happening, but, I was just being nosy and whatnot, and I realized they don't follow each other, child. It's just a side note. Moving forward. So they leave. He lays out on the bed with his outside clothes on, and then he texts his potential guest. I'm not going to call this woman work, child. So he texts her, and he's like, I got us a suite. That looks like a regular room to me. Dennis, you ain't get y'all no suite. Child, you a mess. Back with Porsha and Simon to herself, he wants to smoke a cigar. She's like, what time is it? You gonna smoke it right now? She pretending like she's so tired, probably so he won't dare think about asking for none. Because, I couldn't imagine, honey. Ain't no amount of money in the world. I'm sorry. It just ain't no amount of money in the world. She's like, I didn't expect any of that at the dinner to happen. He was like, I expected it. She was like, why you didn't warn me? Girl, cut the crap. You were not going to listen to anything Simon had to say. You have to be in control. Candy tried to warn us over there on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but, Candy be whining and whatnot too. So we kind of wasn't listening to her because you were a fan favorite over on that side. But now that we got you off by yourself, honey, it's the control freak for me. Girl. Moving forward. Quite frankly, I feel like Porsha and Pilar are probably sleeping in that second bedroom and Simon sleeping over there by himself, because this is not a real relationship. She is not into that man. So Simon is saying he wants Dennis to stay. Dennis ain't going nowhere, child. You don't got to worry about that. Here go Porsha. Why do you want him to stay? Oh, Lord. He said, so we can have effective co-parenting. Okay, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the word co-parenting. Y'all are really playing in our faces at this point. Do the two of you get along? Okay, you do? Okay. Well, all you have to do is co-parent. That's it. To co-parent, all you have to do is communicate. There's no need for retreats, slumber parties, dressing alike, hanging out. Stop using this child for a storyline. It's starting to get on my nerves. Honey, y'all getting on my nervous system. Moving forward. He's like, I don't know anyone in the black community that has a blended family. Simon, this is not a blended family. Has she been on trips with your children's mothers? Are you trying to blend over on that side? Oh, okay, I ain't think so. Anywho, he said, I do have one request from you. She was like, I'm tired. My thighs hurt. Girl, you don't even know what he about to ask. Baby, that settles it. She is repulsed by Simon. This is a relationship made for TV, and that put the nail in the coffin for me. When that man looked at her and said, I have one request from you, and she goes, what is it? My thighs hurt. I'm tired. That let me know that she is not really in a relationship with him. Y'all want to know why I say that? Because y'all remember when Dennis took Porsha to Miami for her birthday, and she didn't even want to leave the room. Okay, he wanted to go out and party or whatever after they had dinner, and she had that tight dress on that was choking her about the neck. She wanted to lay down and have dessert on the bed. Y'all remember that? She was like, no, come in here and lay down and have your dessert here in the bed. She wanted to have sex with Dennis. Y'all are on a trip, and you come back to the room, and because Dennis has upset you, now your lady bit's a little bit upset, and now you don't want to have sex with your fiance? Now your thighs hurt? Girl, goodbye. Moving forward. He said, what I want from you is you can pack up Dennis's stuff and make sure that you get it to him safe and sound. Ain't gonna happen, Captain. Now let's continue. Then the production was like, why didn't you break up with Dennis's things as well? She was like, I did. The robe is just one little thing. She's like, I wear the robe around when I want to be fabulous. And when you want to sniff Dennis's cologne, and you ain't fooling me. Moving forward. She's like, okay, I'll make it happen. And then she gives him a handshake. Child, it's an arrangement. So then Simon said, Porsha needs to just tell Mama Gina to get the F out of their situation so they can co-parent. Simon, you sure are piping up lately. But Porsha ain't gonna tell Mama Gina nothing. Because as rah-rah as she is, Mama Gina is just as rah-rah, okay? And at the end of the day, that is Pilar's grandmother, so they need to have a mutual respect for each other, and telling her to shut the F up and stay the F out of it, that's going to be a hindrance to Pilar at the end of the day. Simon, shut up. Anywho, moving forward. In the next scene, Dennis and Simon go to breakfast looking like father and son. Child, even wearing the same white t-shirt. Yep, M-I-white-T. Yep, M-I-white-T. Oh, child, this is a fool. ATL stand up. So they're talking about the co-parenting situation of it all. So then Dennis asked Simon for his robe. Dennis, you're going to get that robe. Simon said, if I see it, I'll make sure that you get it. I'm good with packing up an X. I have a professional moving company that makes sure every piece of fabric makes it to where it's supposed to be. Well, honey, Fallon told us that. Honey, you didn't even have to let us know that. Dennis just sitting there taking it all in. So then Dennis said in his confessional, Simon is very calculative. I think he meant to say calculated. Calculative is a word, but okay. So Dennis said Simon is very calculated. So, I'm not surprised he got a moving company on speed dial. He said Porsha need to be prepared for that. She used to it. Okay, Cordell packed her up too. Sent it right on over to Mama Diane's house. She making the same mistake twice. It's a fool. Moving forward. Then Dennis asked Simon to tell Porsha that he was bringing a date. In the next scene, Lauren and Lena are getting ready to meditate. Everybody joins except Porsha. So Lauren was pissed. She was like, my feelings were more hurt than me being mad because this is her idea to blend this family. This is your idea. This just shows that she doesn't respect you or your time. Okay? This is what you were going through when you were working for her. So she tells him to visualize someone that's rubbed them the wrong way. Dennis immediately visualizes P. Willie. So then she tells him to breathe in passion and breathe out toxicity. Child, so after they get done, Dennis was like, you know what? This was great. I love y'all. But I just wish that y'all will include Mama Gina next time because she's really emotionally attached to the family. And he just feels like she's having a harder time than anyone because everything just happened so quickly. And I was thinking, why is Mama Gina even there if she isn't going to be involved in any of the healing and whatnot? Moving forward. In the next scene, Lauren and Lundy, they sit down and she tells Lauren that Dennis is actually bringing someone and she's coming today. So Lauren is like, oh my gosh, I think we need to tell Porsha. Child, for what? He's allowed to do whatever he wants to do. He does not have to involve the woman in the family stuff. That is totally separate. As long as he's respectful enough not to involve her in what's going on with the whole family situation, then y'all should be fine. In the next scene, they're all getting ready to go to the cenote, and they get on this bus. Of course, Porsha and Simon show up last to make an entrance. Child. And she gonna try to do a little shake right next to Dennis's seat. Porsha, keep it pushing, okay? You just trying to be seen, girl. Have a seat. Child, he got an attitude anyway. You better be happy on this bus. That's probably why she did that little shimmy. Oh, Dennis is here. And child, y'all ain't fooling me. So they sit down. She ain't even sit on the same side with her fiance. Child, this is a fool, honey. I'm telling y'all, this is not a real relationship. We are starting to see the cracks. So Storm is like, raise your hand if you're getting in the cenote. Once again. Okay, the two sides of the family are very evident. Child, finally, Porsha is smarter than somebody else in the room. Child, this is a mess. So they get to the cenote, and Lauren tells them that this is going to be a cleansing ritual. So then the guy explains to them that the cenote is 65 meters inside. Here go, Dennis. How much feet that is? Ugh. Oh my goodness. He said it's 42. Production tells us that it's 212. Child, production gonna correct some stuff if they don't do nothing else. So he's giving them the history and tells them, they may find body parts. What? Oh no, ma'am. Anywho, this looks like the same place that they went to on Real Housewives of Atlanta when Apollo was looking up at King and she had that yellow bikini on in that cave, because y'all know they went to Mexico as well. I wonder if that's the same place. But anywho, that's just a side note. That's what I thought of when I saw it. So Lena starts leading them through whatever this is for the day, child. It's another one of these stick exercises. They get this stick back and they say what they want to release. After that, they say, I hold so it is, or I hold so and so, or whatever they say, child. So Londi gets it first, and she says she wants to release anger towards anyone, aka Storm, honey, and she wants to be patient. Then on Darlene with her extra self. She says she wants to apologize for the years she was working and not there for Storm. So she starts talking about how Storm doesn't like to receive love. And Storm is like, I'll give her a hug later, just not now. I'll give her a hug later. Portia's like, well, can you do it now? Yes, honey, because Portia's thinking to herself, so we can get it on film. Child, she ain't fooling me. She's like, I'm not really a hugger, but girl, this is your mama. Ugh. So Aunt Darlene was like, I'm not really a hugger too, but I just want a real hug. Like, you always give me like just a little pat. Like, I want a real hug. So she goes in for a hug and her aunt starts catching the Holy Ghost. Ma'am, please come back into your body. Like, what is happening? Child, I haven't seen falling out like this since the last funeral that I attended and my family had in the hood. This was purely ridiculousness. Okay, now I don't know if she was having an outer body experience. Everybody was looking crazy. Storm was looking embarrassed and she was looking like, see, this is why I don't touch you. This is the main reason why I don't touch you. Listen, I had to fast forward this part because this was just too much. Like, I understand that everybody is putting on for their city when the cameras go up, but this is just embarrassing, honey. So Aunt Liz brings it to something real. She says she wants to release all the ghosts of the civil rights movement. Her childhood was riddled with protests, marches, and fighting for her freedom. Out of the entire cast, I truly believe that Aunt Liz got tricked into being on this show. Like, she truly thinks that all of this is real, and it is not. And she's being taken advantage of. They needed an ensemble cast, so she got together the most interesting characters that she could find, and Aunt Liz, being an actress, she decided to add Aunt Liz to the fold. Honey, this is a fool. Moving forward. Mama Gina said she just want to get rid of unforgiveness. She said, if there's anyone that I've made uncomfortable, I want to be forgiven. Whole time, Porsha rolling her eyes. Girl, do you want the healing or not? Okay, because this is your idea. Like, this don't even make no sense. So Dennis grabs the stick and he says he's proud of everyone, especially his mama. I know that's right. You better support your mama, honey, because she out here by herself if we really want to be real. Imagine if she would have come on this trip by herself. So he said he's going to put important things first, which would be his beautiful daughter. Basically, he letting Porsha know, look, all this foolery, this is unimportant. If it ain't about Pilar, I don't care about it. He was putting Porsha on notice. Moving forward. Porsha said, I haven't really had any animosity with anyone except Mama Gina. We had a really uncomfortable luncheon. And then, she tells us that after she broke up with Dennis for him cheating, Mama Gina wasn't mad enough. She felt like Mama Gina should have been just as mad as she was. She said that's what really severed our relationship. Moving forward. So then she was like, I'm not really ready to forgive her. Like, we're going to have to talk about it some more. This is so childish. So then Mama Gina said in her confessional, child, with the headdress, that Porsha isn't being open, but forgiveness is for her. So you know what? She fine with it. Oh, no, that's right. Aunt Liz notices that Lauren was looking a little uncomfortable when Porsha was talking. So then Lauren gets the stick. And she says, that she needs to forgive Porsha for their working relationship. She still has resentment because she was never fully appreciated. She said, ultimately, I stopped working for Porsha because I was undervalued. Well, honey, we witnessed that. She didn't even care about you being pregnant. Y'all remember when Lauren came to the gym and Porsha was in there working out and she said, I'm not about to be going around the mulberry bush about what's going on in your stomach. Honey, I ain't gonna never forget that. Moving forward. Porsha said, ultimately, she was not happy in her life, period. So somehow knocking me down has empowered her. Oh, child. Porsha still don't get it, honey. Let's continue. Night number 2. They go for the rooftop dinner, right? Everybody is arriving. So Dom, he notices that Dennis isn't there. He's like, Mama Gina, where your son at? She said, oh, he had other plans. So, child, that was Lauren's cue to pull Porsha to the side. So she tells her that the date is, in fact, there. And back at the table, they still being nosy. And Mama Gina said, he has a guest. They were in Mexico, and so they're spending some time together. And as Mama Gina was talking, in real life, outside of this show or whatever they got going on, that's actually a very dangerous woman to have as a mother-in-law. Because she just sat up here and made a whole lie. Like, you just sat up here and literally lied for no reason. That woman was not already in Mexico. They're like, a female guest? She said, yes. Baby, she is loving it, okay? She is loving the fact that her son got somebody out there for him. Because why would her son sit around and watch Porsha and Simon make grand entrances holding hands? He got to move on. So it's clear she has. So after Lauren tells her, somehow Porsha makes this about Mama Jean. She's like, I'm definitely dealing with the consequences of his toxic mother. And he is now toxic. She said, she told me to my face that I cheated. And my mama told her, which is a lie. She couldn't even apologize for it when we was in the ditch. Girl, not the ditch. Somebody turned Porsha's mic off. Oh, child, this is a fool. So Lauren was like, Porsha's putting the blame on Mama Gina, but what she's really mad about is Dennis has a date. Exactly, Lauren, honey. Misdirected anger. Moving forward, they go back to the table, and Simon is like, are you okay? She's like, yeah. Simon, I thought you were supposed to relay the message. See, you set this up for some drama, honey. Little mess itself. So the production said, Porsha, if a date were to come, would you welcome her with open arms? She said, no, I'm not that mature yet. Well, honey, that's the first truthful thing that she said, so we gonna go with it. Moving forward. In the next scene, Lauren tells them that Lena's leaving and the life coach is coming. And everybody's like, oh, I hope that we don't be crying and whatnot. Storm was like, oh, yes, please. I do not want to be crying. So Aunt Diane, who was Storm's mom, was like, yeah, I don't think Storm has tear ducts. Now, I don't think she said that, but I'm putting some zhuzh on it. Okay. So then Storm talks about this relationship she had that was very toxic and abusive, and she remembers feeling like she was on an island by herself. She was very scared of the person. So then Londi interrupts to ask her about standing up yesterday. Londi, this is not the appropriate time to ask that question. Now, I don't mind you want to get to the bottom of it, but she was saying something that could have been deemed important, okay? Y'all know how I am about abuse, so let her just finish saying what she's saying, and then you could ask her that question. So they get an attitude because Storm was talking, and Storm was like, so you use this moment with my trauma to try to ask me something about last night? And Londi was like, no, I'm just trying to figure out where the aggression is coming from. So Porsha is still trying to listen to Storm, and she gets mad because they're talking at the end of the table. She's like, what is going on down at this end of the table? Like, y'all just talking. Like, why are y'all doing that while she's talking? And Lauren was like, we're trying to figure it out. Like, we're literally, she was like, well, no, figure it out when she is not talking. So Londi is pissed because she feels like Porsha has clearly taken Storm's side. Yes, honey, she has, because they're one and the same. And scene. And that was the end of the episode. Child, they started talking about some other stuff, but honey, I tuned out. This episode in the beginning was funny to me. I don't know why Mama Diane is trying so hard. I don't know if Porsha told her to give everything she's got, or I don't know what's happening. But y'all, that was the end of the episode. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about what happened at the cenote. Tell me what you thought about what happened at the dinner. Tell me what you think about this episode as a whole. Are y'all still watching? Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.